My name is Roger Bird, and I'm the chairman of UKIP for the South East region of England. And that means really that I'm the chief volunteer for this area with you today. So like most of you here, I'm a member, I'm a volunteer, I don't work for the party, nobody pays me to do this, I'm here because I want to, and because it's fun, and because I enjoy it. And I'd like to thank you all, first of all, for coming along today. It should be a very entertaining, enjoyable and informative session before us, because we have a packed programme of speakers. I'd like to thank, first and foremost, Bob Potter for the use of the Lakeside Complex, and I think he deserves a round of applause from all of us. Many of you may be familiar with the venue already, either because you came to the same event here last year, or because you're a darts fan and you regularly watch the matches televised here. Also, it's used in quite a number of TV sequences. If, like me, you're a fan of the 1970s series The Sweeney, you'll recognise it because it features in the final episode that was ever filmed in 1978. There you are, obscure fact for the day, and it's only 9:30. So thank you all very much for coming. Without further ado, I would like to introduce Geoffrey Titford, the Honorary President of UKIP, former party leader and former MEP, to open the proceedings. Geoffrey, thank you very much.
Well, good morning, conference. I thought there'd be a lot of people here today. Got something to be smiling about, haven't you? In 16 years that I've been in UKIP, I've never seen so many smiley faces, and with good justification. Let's first of all congratulate those who got elected to the county and their local councils in the last elections. Well done. But I think there's also got to be some other congratulations. Congratulations to all of you, because I'm sure that each and every one of you has played a part in those elections. Whether it was leafleting, whether it was on the knock, whether it was just standing outside the polling booths and collecting names and numbers, you all played a part in it, so please all accept the congratulations for you all. Well, we've started winning. But winning comes with responsibility. It is very important that those of you who have been elected, that you play your part, not just for the people that voted for you in the area, but for the party. It is essential that when you go to the meetings, that you actually participate in those meetings, that you actually get some projects moving. You know, you're going to be judged by what you do. You're going to be judged by the people who elected you, who are expecting things from you. You're also going to be judged by those who didn't vote for you, but who might vote next time. The party, of course, is looking for those people, the support of those people, because it may be in local elections now, but the next move are the Europeans and then the general elections. And we want as many votes as possible. In fact, we want the same kind of success that we had in the counties to come through and reflect itself in all the other elections that are due over the next year or two. I was very proud to be one of your candidates. I'm sorry I missed out by 27 votes, but I made the Liberal Democrat winch a little bit when the numbers started to be handed out. I've found that one of these leaflets is probably the most powerful piece of literature that this party has put out. I found it extremely useful, even for the words, what we stand for. And a lot of people have thought that they would like to vote UKIP. A lot of people have begun to hear about UKIP now, but what do you really stand for? And I thought this leaflet was excellent. If it works well, it's going to be a great tool for us in the future. The party now has a great opportunity to promote the policies and the manifestos. In this leaflet, they are in general form. And I think over the years, that has been the policy of the party, that our ideas are just in a speculative form. The party now has got to move forward. The party now has got to put meat onto our policies and manifestos. It's got to be worked out exactly when we make a statement that is a statement that is worthy of use, and that if it was promoted into politics would be financially viable. That is the future for us, and that's the way we have got to work. I suppose the word professional comes to mind. We may think we are professional. Well, we've got to be even more so now. The time has come when we are going to be judged, and judged hard, by the media and by the other parties. And that is important when I said we've got to put meat onto the policies. Because believe me, we're now in a situation where the media will go for us whenever they get an opportunity, and so will the other political parties. One of the arguments they've put over to us over the last year or so is that we've been a kind of a negative party. We've said no to this and no to that. We've got to change that. I know on one occasion it did us very well to say no, and we did very well in the election. But this time, we've got to say yes. We've got to say yes to a lot of things. Yes, we do have creditable policies. Yes, in those policies, we can see a great future in our idea for the NHS. We've got to be able to say that we can support and do a great job in defence policy. We've got to be able to say, yes, we can come out with a better education policy to our children. We've got to say, yes, we're going to have a British Human Rights Charter. We can say, yes, we are going to strengthen the British legal system. Yes, we can control immigration. Yes, we will support the City of London. Yes, we must also support industry, small businesses and exporters. Yes, we can get out of the European Union. And yes, we can share power in government. I've only been giving you a few minutes. I don't know whether it's supposed to be the warm-up or the breakdown of ice. I hope in some ways it has. But I'm trying to say to you, what is the position of UKIP now? I think a very great man, in fact, the greatest Englishman, in my opinion, that's ever lived, made it in a speech way, way back when we started to turn the tide of war. And he said, this is not the end. This is not the beginning of the end, but it is the end of the beginning, and that is for our party. You have a great future ahead of you. Let's all enjoy that future. Let us be proud of it, as I am indeed proud of you and of my party. Thank you.